What?
Wave.
Hello.
So
What
here's.
did you ask me?
I said, watch that big hole at the bottom of the step. Don't
You
break
ain't
your
good,
leg.
I done fell in it twice.
Don't do that. So Hugh is doing some electrical work back there and shoring up some soft spots, replacing some wood. That end of the house is just old and it just needs some care, some tender loving care. So he's working on that. I'm getting ready to go down there and finish sawing that load of lumber that I had intended to do last week. Hugh's got part of it sawed over there, and he's putting stuff on here. Of course, the metal will go to the metal pile, but he's putting some things on there to finish burning that stump off. I don't know if y'all remember that great big pine tree that was planted when he was about 6 years old, but it was way too close to the house and it was leaning toward it. So yeah, he and Aaron brought that down last year. Took a few years off of my life. So it was a scary moment because it looked like it was going to go the wrong way, but it finally fell down this direction. So yay. Well, I just wanted to give y'all an update on the farmers market we went to yesterday. It's a good market and it's a fun place to be. It will be a good market when we start selling our cut flowers, but for artwork, it's it's a farmers market, so it wasn't a place. I sold 3 prints. Aaron didn't sell anything, but he wasn't expecting to. We were just there just to hang out and have a good time and talk to old friends and neighbors and we did. We saw a number of people that when we had lived in Canton that we had known from years past, and it was a fun opportunity to catch up with people. But there is the pile of wood that I need to finish cutting and get it moved, and I think we have a little while before the rain is going to set in. And so Pops is cutting some bracing and choking himself in the process. Good morning, Pops.
Good morning. Go back to my termite damage.
Oh, that's what he's fixing.
Hazards of a 121-year-old house that's been neglected for 40 years.
Yeah, but it's in good shape. It just needs a little TLC. But I was going to bring you over here and show you. Chelsea and I finished our little miniature, I call it a greenhouse this morning. But we'll have a mirror image over here on this side, and then there'll be about a 4-foot space to walk between. But this is going to work out just wonderfully for hardening our plants off. And you'll see that I've got the fabric on the bottom, so that when it's time to cover them over for the day and they've been out here uncovered long enough, we'll just come and pull the fabric down, and we sanded off all the rough edges so that hopefully this won't catch and cause damage to our fabric, and it will protect them from too much sun too soon. And then, excuse me, and then when we have a hard rain coming, I've got greenhouse plastic. That's the next layer. So the greenhouse plastic can come down over the fabric and just protect it from some real significant rain damage if it's raining hard. Because these little blocks, of course these blocks are pretty good size, but these guys are little bitty blocks. They're just about an inch big, you can see, and the rain will just beat them all to pieces. This greenhouse plastic, though, it's tough stuff. It has cotton cord woven through it, and yeah, it can withstand quite a bit of pressure. So I'm just excited about this. This is a whole lot easier than carrying them in and out and carrying them in, because I did have them just sitting on tables in the yard last year. They were just on tables in the front mostly. Sometimes I would bring them down here and I put my tables down here. This is a good spot because, as you can see, the walls on both sides it will just protect it from some really strong winds. And so it's an excellent spot for hardening off. And yeah, but now that we have just a little bit of a break, I'm ready to get back to the porch project. We've got to get the yard mowed and caught up on just cleaning up. I want to clean my sidewalks up. And we don't have another succession to plant for a few weeks. These, as soon as they're hardened off, have to go to the garden. So that'll take a few days to get those in the ground. And then the plants on the porch, and probably about a couple of weeks we'll be ready to come out here and harden off also. And so it's just a continuous little process. Just staying on top of it's the big thing. Not letting your plants dry out, because you'll lose them in a day if you do. And it's just consistency, I guess, more than anything. It's just consistency. So what do I see down here, y'all? This teeny tiny, I'm going to go get my pruners right now while I'm thinking about it. This teeny tiny little rose is blooming way down here on the ground. Bless his heart. We're going to dig these up, and Aaron will be taking them to where he lives and putting them in the ground over there. These are some that he and Corey had bought last year when they'd gone to the Arboretum, I think. Look, guys. This one, and I love this one. We had bought this one for my mother-in-law years ago, and it's been moved a couple of times. I did have it over there behind that big rock, which wasn't a really good place for it because it only got a few hours of sun. But since moving it up here, it's going to put out nicely. Look at all the blooms on it. Yay. And it's kind of a peachy yellow. This one is really, really looking nice. I don't see any blooms on it yet, so it's going to wait a little bit. Yeah, I do. Back there's a bloom. Nice. Hey, dude. I will go get my pruners and come take care of you right away. And of course, the yellow rose of Texas is just always in full bloom, it seems. And this little guy, he's just going to get pulled up. I'm going to put something in his place. Actually, I'll put something in place of all of these that will be dug up soon. But anyway, and look at the weeds. I mean, seriously. Yeah, there's always weeding to do here. There's never a place that there isn't a need of attention, ever. All right, y'all. I just wanted to say hello real quick and show you our little hardening off center, completely finished and ready to roll. That just makes me happy. Yes, it does. Now I can get the fabric off of the wall behind it, and that's where you can see the hollyhocks coming up over there. And I have a tray of hollyhocks down there on the table. We're going to have to get those in the ground in about a week. But yay. It was a simple design, but it's going to be very, very, very effective. You can see at the top I put a dowel rod across, and that's just to soften those edges so that that fabric, when it comes down over that, it will just have something smooth to kind of whoosh down over. But yay. Alright, y'all, look at all these little dudes up through here, coming along very pretty. And the mint I'm going to move because it's just too big. It's too large and in charge right in the front of everything. So it will keep coming up. Obviously you can't get rid of mint, but I'm going to move these great big tall clumps to a better location, and eventually, like I told y'all yesterday, eventually I will have a perennial bed of mint so that I can use it as a cut when I need to. Okay, I love y'all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.